Up everyone, what's going on? This is Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome to my sports channel. You are chilling with the one and only sports judge, man. I come at you guys with sports knowledge. I try to bring that fire, and I make it a lot of fun for us. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to this channel. Please help me out and subscribe to this channel. You guys, without you guys, none of this is possible. So I want to thank you guys so much. I gotta talk about Clayton Kershaw because Clayton Kershaw, when you see him pitch lately, he has reinvented himself. Um, he's definitely looking like the Clayton Kershaw of 2014. He's looking like a dominant pitcher, and it's amazing what he is doing at this point of his career. Clayton Kershaw today against the Cubs in Chicago goes 7 innings without allowing a run. Spectacular. And he now is 4-0 with a stunning 1.80 ERA. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And for many years we've seen him pitch some masterpieces. We also thought of him as a robot. Like he can never do anything, you know, wrong. Yes, he's had his postseason meltdowns. Yes, he's had his episodes in the postseason. There's been times where, you didn't want to think about that nightmare. But, I mean, Kershaw, he is, he's good. He's, this is wonderful what we're seeing from Clayton Kershaw. And if he continues to pitch like this, and he continues to reign supreme on the mound as he has early in the season, the Dodgers are going to be a tough team to beat. The Dodgers are going to be a tough team to beat. Clayton Kershaw has simply been amazing. And a lot of people were mad at Dave Roberts for pulling him when he was on his way to a historic finish against the Minnesota Twins early in the season. But I actually agreed with Dave Roberts' decision to pull him from the game because you got to protect your star pitcher and you got to keep this guy healthy because he is still your perennial ace in that Dodgers starting rotation. I don't care how old he is still that guy. And without your left-hander, you might not have that postseason success. Now, we all know how terrible his resume looks in the postseason, but in 2020, if you remember, he did pitch some good games. He had some good starts. He had some incredible outings. How often we forget, we overshadow those outings because we look at the bad. We look at the negative and not the positive, not the good. We want to see Kershaw's terrible numbers and not the good numbers he put up in 2020 during the shortened pandemic season. And because he pitched so well in that postseason and finally, shook off the postseason demons, the Dodgers were able to win that World Series title that had, eluded them for some time. They were able to finally cash in and win a World Series because Kershaw finally was able to perform under those circumstances, and he finally didn't let the pressure, even though the pressure ramped up, he finally didn't let the pressure get to him. If he could repeat that success, and if that's duplicate to, if he can duplicate that, then I don't see any other team that can beat the Dodgers, because we all know how great their lineup is, and that's a conversation for another day, because this topic focused strictly on Clayton Kershaw. And Clayton Kershaw has done a great job developing, his changeup. He has that nasty slider, to go with his fastball, and that hanging curveball that I like so much. No one throws the curveball better than Clayton Kershaw. Nobody. No pitcher in Major Leagues throw the curveball better than Clayton Kershaw. That curveball is simply nasty. It's the nastiest curveball that I've ever seen. But this Dodger team is that good. Is that damn good. And Kershaw is looking scary good. Kershaw looks like him old self. And we thought Clayton Kershaw was done. We was ready to write this guy off. And we was almost ready to send him off into the sunset and say, okay, see you later, Clayton Kershaw. You done enough for us. Your time is up in the major leagues. And he is showing us that his time is not up. That he can still throw that fastball. That he can still throw that nasty curveball. That he can still attack the strike zone with his arsenal of pitches. He's that damn good. He continues to amaze us as the older he gets. He's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think anyone will argue that. If they do argue that, then they haven't followed much baseball. And they obviously don't have a vast knowledge for the game if they don't think Kershaw is a first ballot Hall of Famer. If I hear someone say he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, I might have to slap them silly for saying such a thing. Because that is asinine. This guy's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a World Series champion now. He has that on his resume. He has achieved the improbable. He has reached some of baseball's most incredible milestones that we continue to talk about. And so many people were ready to give up on him, including myself. I was ready to give up on him. But I couldn't picture Clayton Kershaw anywhere else but the Dodgers. Because it would be strange if he goes someplace else other than the Dodgers. I think he's a lifer. He finishes his career with the Dodgers. And I think he's definitely determined, as he showed us, that he wants to win another championship. He was okay with Dave Roberts a few weeks ago pulling him from that game. Even though Kershaw was dominating on the mound, he was okay with that. Why? Because Clayton Kershaw prioritized winning over individual accolades. That's why. And look at the season he's having. Simply amazing. It's incredible to watch. It really is. So the Dodgers won twice today. It was a day-night doubleheader. They took care of business in the first game, which was on Saturday afternoon at Wrigley Field. And, it was a shutout win for the Dodgers in that one. Then they took the second game of the day-night doubleheader as well in Chicago. So the Dodgers have improved. Um, I believe they're 19-7 on the season. If I'm wrong, sorry. I checked their record earlier and I believe they're 19. They improved to 19-7 on the season. Um, they're over 500. They should, take tomorrow's game. The Cubs are in the middle of a rebuild. A lot of people don't expect them to even sniff the playoffs this year. So the Dodgers should definitely take care of business again tomorrow on Mother's Day. And then they will travel to Pittsburgh and play 3 games at PNC Park next week. They should take care of business there as well. The Dodgers are just a very powerful team that is tough to beat because they have a loaded, lineup. Guys who can hit with power. You have Freddie Freeman. You have Mookie Betts. And the list goes on. But let's not take away what Clayton Kershaw has been able to do. And he has performed at the highest level to start the season. He looks fabulous out there on the mound. He looks calm. He looks, locked in. He's executing his pitches. Picking his spots, locating his pitches perfectly, attacking the strike zone, not falling behind in the count, staying ahead of hitters. And he's doing what Kershaw does best, and that's strike people out. And we saw that again today. I'll see you guys later. I'm about to go to bed because, as you guys know, I can sometimes be an early bird and not a night owl. So some nights it is, yes, past my bedtime, and tonight it's past my bedtime because I'm tired. So I'm about to wrap this video up, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys in another video. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Mother's Day. Peace out.